Everyone, here is a short, brief a summary of the class as usual. This week we spoke about near misses, we spoke about catastrophes and how to avoid catastrophes. The core idea is that every catastrophe has a preceding little near misses to itself. Imagine if you drive when you're tired, there is a possibility that you can fall into sleep and then you might have an accident. But most of us, before having an accident, before having a catastrophe, we can nod, we can fall into sleep and wake up and say, "Ooh, it was a near miss." But generally speaking, we do not necessarily take the near misses too seriously. As a result of this, we end up with catastrophes. And today, we looked into a number of big historical disasters and the analysis behind these disasters. And it turns out that all of these disasters were saying that I'm coming, like the Challenger disaster, like the Bhopal disaster, like the Deepwater Horizon disasters. And all of these disasters happened in big corporations, big companies, big organizations, because of the idea that there are biases making us blind towards near misses. For instance, outcome bias. We spoke about. About outcome bias, and outcome bias was the idea that if, for instance, I drink and drive and I always go to my destination with no problem, and one day you end up losing your driver's license, and when people say, "Why did you drink and drive?" you say, "But I always drink and drive." That's possibly not a good one, but a good example. Basically, gentlemen and ladies, during your career, when you manage, when you are a manager, you will face situations that may appear as success, like if you remember the example, a football team, a basketball team winning just with 1 point difference appears as a success, but actually it's a near miss. We were almost losing the game. But what we do, we celebrate the victory, and we never do an autopsy when we have a good outcome. So the 7 strategies that you can see on the screen are perhaps the best way to fight against these traps that we call cognitive biases that makes us blind towards near misses that may lead us to catastrophe. Have a very good week, and I look forward to meeting you next class. Please read the article before you arrive to the class. Have a good week. Bye.